Welcome back, Portal Masters. SCL Matt here, and this week, as promised, I am going to show you the entire collection that I picked up in Michigan during my last road trip. This collection is basically all new in box Skylanders. There's a few other things. Some of the boxes are in mixed condition, so some things are out of box, if you will, but for the most part, it's an in-box collection, not a loose collection like I often buy for the shop. This is the type of stuff that you will see at my Whatnot auctions. You can join us on Wednesdays to check out Whatnot Wednesdays, and we will be selling off a lot of boxed Skylanders like this. Now, we have a lot to go through today, and one particular item that I'm going to save for the end that I've never seen before in person. I've seen pictures of them. I knew that they were made available, but this is not something that I've seen before in person. In the meantime, we have a lot to go through, and I want to try to make sure there's some sort of order to this. So we're going to start off with the starter packs and then kind of move through the figures game by game. There were a surprising amount of starter packs in this lot, not something I was expecting initially. If you're unsure of what this collection is or where it came from, I highly recommend you go back and watch last week's road trip video, where we met up with a lot of folks, including Walter in Michigan, and this is the collection we got from him. We'll start off with the 3DS starter packs. We have 2 for Spyro's Adventure. We have 2 for Giants, although they are both the Portal Owners Pack edition. Just 1 copy for Swap Force, but then back to 2 copies of Trap Team. Moving on to the PS3 starter packs. We have 1 copy of Spyro's Adventure, 2 copies of Giants. We have 1 copy of Swap Force, although this box is feeling a little bit light. And I can see it's open and the plastic insert is in upside down. So I'm guessing not all the contents are here in this one. Got 2 copies for Trap Team. Now, I don't know if he found a fantastic sale or if he forgot that he already bought it or what, but we have 4 copies of Superchargers for the PS3. Additionally, we even have a Dark Edition for Superchargers for the PS3. And finally, there is 1 copy of Imaginators. Moving right along to the PS4, we have 1 copy of Swap Force, 2 copies of Trap Team, 2 copies of Superchargers, and the beautiful Dark Edition of Imaginators for the PS4. And that's it for starter packs. Apparently, Walter, like myself, was not an Xbox guy. Just got the PS3, PS4, and some good 3DS stuff. But that's all the starter packs I have. So let's move on to the figures. Moving on to Spyro's Adventure. We've got my boy Camo and a Lightning Rod. There's a Warnado and a very, very questionable Zook. I don't know if this box was eaten or just had some water damage, although those marks right there kind of look like teeth marks. So I'm thinking maybe a pet got to this or something. Maybe combined with water damage. We might just have to lose this box and hope the figure still works, because the box is quite nasty. 2 Series 1 Hex. Not something you see every day, especially intact and then again in the box. But we'll take them. 2 Dragon's Peak Adventure Packs. 1 Empire of Ice and 1 Pirate Seas. I'm pretty sure Spyro's Adventure is the least represented game in this collection, so we're just getting started. Moving into Giants, we have 1 Thumpback, and there's 2 Bouncers, 2 Eyebrows, 2 Hotheads, and even 2 Ninjini. We have a few Lightcore figures, 2 Lightcore Jetvac, and 3 Lightcore Hex. There's a standard Series 2 Hex, along with a Series 2 Lightning Rod, Series 2 Stealth Elf, and a metallic green Shroom Boom, and the Target exclusive Jade Flashwing, who is apparently being clearanced out. We got a number of triple packs as well, including 2 copies of the Prism Break, Lightning Rod, and Drill Sergeant triple pack, Gil Grunt, Flashwing, and Double Trouble, Pop Fizz, Whirlwind, and Trigger Happy, Sonic Boom, Sprocket, and Stump Smash, and another Target exclusive on clearance featuring the one and only Lightcore triple pack with Prism Break, Eruptor, and Drobot. And finally, we have the Dragonfire Cannon Battle Pack and the GameStop exclusive Golden Dragonfire Cannon Battle Pack. So you can see we're slowly ramping up here, but that's all we got for Giants. Moving on to Swap Force. We have Hoot Loop and Jade Fire Kraken, 2 Stink Bombs, Rubble Rouser, and Freeze Blade, Spyrise, and Magna Charge, at least part of a Trap Shadow, and a double pack featuring Night Shift and Boomjet. A few light core figures here as well, including Countdown and Grim Creeper, Smolder Dash, and Whamshell. We've got 2 single pack windups. Now these are a little bit harder to find in the single pack. Windup was typically only a adventure pack character, but was released very late in the run as a single pack as well. Got Phantom Cinder and Dunebug. Got Countdown and Punk Shock. Once again, this Punk Shock a little bit harder to find in the standard packaging. Most folks picked up Punk Shock in the Easter or spring packaging. Got Zulu and a Series 1 Smolder Dash, along with Volcanic Eruptor. Few triple packs here as well. This one including Dunebug, Phantom Cinder, and Knockout Terrafin. Got 2 copies of that one. Heavy Duty Sprocket, Twin Blade Chop Chop, and Scorp. 2 copies of that one. There's Hyper Beam Prism Break, Hornblast Whirlwind, and Riptide. Also have 2 copies there. Just 1 copy of Big Bang Trigger Happy, Star Strike, and Anger's Way Gil Grunt. 1 copy of a Sheepwreck Island Adventure Pack. This is where most folks would have picked up Windup. And then I'm including this Skylanders Champions combo pack here as well. It was released alongside Imaginators, but it has Swap Force characters in it. So Mega Ram Spyro, Lava Barf Eruptor, and Super Gulp Pop Fizz come in this Champions pack. So once again, the item count continues to grow game by game. So we'll see what Trap Team has up for us next. We've got a ton of Trap Masters, including 2 Tough Lucks, 2 Thunderbolts, 2 Blaster Mines, 2 Wallops, 2 Jawbreakers, 2 Gabooms, 2 Shortcuts, 2 Nightmares, 2 Wildfires, 2 Crypt Kings, a Lobstar, and a Winterfest Lobstar, Headrush, and a Nitro Headrush, Bushwhack, Nightlight, and even 1 Enigma. We got a few of the mini double packs, including Drobit and Trigger Snappy, along with Spry and Mini Genie, Hijinks and Eyesmall, with Bop and Terabyte, Small Fry and Weeruptor, and Gil Grunt and Thumpling. A few of the Spring Edition minis as well, including Power Punch Pet Vac ×2, and an excellent Weeruptor. Moving into the core figures, we got 4 Torches. There's 2 Fist Bumps, 2 Full Blast Jet Vacs, 2 Choppers, 2 Tidal Wave Gil Grunts, Sure Shot Shroom Boom, and a Treadhead. There's a Funny Bone and a Legendary Deja Vu. We got Fizzy Frenzy Pop Fizz, along with a Love Potion Pop Fizz. There's Hog Wild Frino and a Trailblazer. We got Cobra Kadabra, Flipwreck, and a High Five. There were a couple of adventure packs, such as the Nightmare Express Adventure Pack and the Mirror of Mystery Adventure Pack. And finally, we do have a few traps to talk about. There's an Air Jughead and an Earth Hammer. We got a Tech Angel and a Tech Hand. We got a Magic Axe and a Magic Log Holder. And then we wrap things up with a Chaos Trap and a Lone Villain variant, the Outlaw Brawlin' Chain in the Water Log Holder Trap. Once again, as you can see, this is not a complete collection, but there is a lot of good stuff to be had. Now, if you're looking at all this and you're starting to wonder, well, Matt, where can I get my hands on this? I want that, and that, and that, and that. Well, most of these items will be sold at future Whatnot auctions. If you're unfamiliar with Whatnot, it's a live streaming auction platform that I use to sell off stuff that doesn't really fit in the shop. So this tends to include new in-box items. This includes damaged figures that still work in the game. This includes other Skylanders merchandise that I just don't have listed in the shop for one reason or another. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, I would encourage you to sign up for Whatnot and join us for one of these auctions. If you scan the QR code up on the screen or use the link down in the description below, you can sign up and get $15 in Whatnot credit to use on future purchases. Moving on to Superchargers. We got 3 Splats, got 2 Stormblades, 2 Lavalance Eruptors, and we even managed 2 Thrillipedes. We've got Fiesta and a Frightful Fiesta, We've got Power Blue Splat to go along with Power Blue Trigger Happy. There's Smash Hit and a steel-plated Smash Hit. There's Sharpshooter Terrafin and Dive Clops. There's a High Volt and a Bone Bash Roller Brawl. There's Nightfall and a legendary Hurricane Jet Vac. We got a Birthday Bash Big Bubble Pop Fizz and an Egg-Sighted Thrillipede. Moving into the vehicles, we have 2 Buzzwings. I guess those go nicely with those 2 Thrillipedes we got. There's a Stealth Stinger and a Nitro Stealth Stinger. There's a Dive Bomber and a Spring Ahead Dive Bomber. Got Splatter Splasher and the Power Blue Splatter Splasher. There's Shark Tank and a Burn Cycle. There's a Power Blue Gold Rusher and a Crypt Crusher. We have Sky Slicer and a Tomb Buggy. There's a Sea Shadow and a Nitro Soda Skimmer. Then a Shield Striker and a Thump Truck. But then Superchargers had a variety of other packs to collect, and we have a few of those as well. In the combo packs, we have 2 copies of Hurricane Jet Vac with the Jetstream, and a Big Bubble Pop Fizz with Soda Skimmer. We've got 2 Sea Racing action packs, a Sky Racing action pack, along with the legendary Sky Racing action pack, and what has now become the ever-elusive Land Racing action pack, with that Double Dare Trigger Happy, the Land Trophy, and the Gold Rusher. All 3 of these pieces are, in fact, unique to this pack. Well, that's 5 games down and 1 game to go. It's the big one. It's Imaginators. We've got a lot of figures to go through. But as I promised in the beginning of this video, there's still 1 item coming up that I've never seen before in person. And as we were going through these boxes, it wasn't until I got them home and started digging through them and sorting them that I found 1 additional item that I didn't know was in this lot. And it's something I need for my collection. Hold up. Okay, one quick thing before I get into Imaginators. I forgot we do have a handful of Eon's Elite that I want to cover. Eon's Elite, as you know, came out between Trap Team and Superchargers, so I figured now is a good time to cover them before we move on to the final game in Imaginators. We got Eon's Elite Voodooed, and Eon's Elite Zook, Eon's Elite Dino Ring, and Eon's Elite Boomer, and 1 lone Eon's Elite Slam Bam. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, we can move on to Imaginators. Here we have 3 Barbella. We've got 2 Ember. We've got Bad Juju, along with 2 mystical Bad Jujus. There's Aurora and Solar Flare Aurora, Taekwon Crow and mystical Taekwon Crow. Got Tri-Tip and legendary Tri-Tip. There's Pit Boss and legendary Pit Boss. We got Chopscotch, along with candy-coated Chopscotch. Got 2 Mysticats. There's a Hoodsicle and a steel-plated Hoodsicle. Got Flarewolf and a hard-boiled Flarewolf. Dr. Crankcase and Starcast. We got 2 Tide Pools, Chain Reaction, and Blastertron. There's Wolfgang and Buckshot, Graveclobber and Ambush. We've got Payniana and a Jingle Bell Chompy Mage. We've got Chaos and an Egg Bomber Airstrike. This game also had a few adventure packs where we find our standard Airstrike in the Griffin Park Observatory adventure pack and Boom Bloom in the Enchanted Elven Forest adventure pack. We got some crossover guests, Crash and Cortex in the Thumpin' Wumpa Islands adventure pack. We have Wildstorm in the Cursed Tiki Temple adventure pack. And yes, we do in fact have Master Robo in the Lost Imaginite Mines adventure pack. Now hold on. I know Robo was the last figure released, but we're not quite done with this collection yet. We've got a couple of Imaginite mystery chests in the blue and green packaging. We also have creation crystals. We've got an Air Angel creation crystal. Got 2 Earth rockets, 1 Fire Acorn, 2 Life rockets, along with a Life Claw and a Life Acorn, 1 Magic Pyramid, 2 Tech Armor, 1 Tech Reactor, 2 Undead Claw, an Undead Lantern, and an Undead Fanged, 3 Water Armor, a Water Fanged, and a Water Rocket, a Light Fanged, and a Light Rune, 2 Dark Pyramids, a Dark Reactor, and a triple pack of the Dark Pyramid, the Undead Fanged, and the Magic Lantern. So also a few legendary creation crystals. We got 2 of the legendary Magic Lantern, 1 legendary Light Fanged, and 1 legendary life acorn. That leaves me with just one last figure to show you. We do have this pink Barbella. It's a beautiful, rare chase variant. Didn't have a lot of these in this collection, but this one makes up for a lot. Now, I think that's all the playable figures and pieces. Not quite necessarily. Hold on. We got a few more things to show off. We got a few of the 3DS styluses. One of Gil Grunt, one Chop Chop, and one Spyro. But then for the couple of items that I promised you, they are related to each other. One of them is for my collection, and one is just something I knew existed, but I have never seen in person before. So we have this here t-shirt. I'm hoping I can show it off on camera nicely. But this shirt, it's got a little Skylanders Imaginators hit on the sleeve here. But it's of the custom Imaginator figure that someone made, that I'm assuming Walter made. So Spike's Punch. Got a big picture of the figure. So this, as far as I know, does not actually unlock a character in the game. It was a third offering available when you can make a 3D printed figure, get the create your own Skylander card, or you could get your figure printed on a t-shirt. So I've never seen this t-shirt before, or one like it. I mean, obviously all of them are going to be unique with your own personal character on it, but I thought that was kind of cool. As I said, though, these last 2 items are related in that we do actually have the Create Your Own Skylander card. So these, I've seen them before. I do not have one in my collection yet, so this one will be staying in my collection. But you can see it says Skylanders Imaginators on the back. It has all the information on the front with the image of, in this case, Spike's Punch. Got a catchphrase on there. It's a magic character, magic brawler. And it has, like, I believe that's their username up there in the corner. But this is what they look like. This is essentially just an NFC card, but it's an official NFC card that was produced between Activision and the company that put out the 3D printed figures. I think they used the same company for these as well, and the t-shirts. But I've been searching for one of these. Because the card does show up in the collection menu, just like the 3D printed figure will show up in the collection menu. So this is one more thing I can check off my list. I recently, if you saw my video, got down to 8 items I need for my collection. This now brings it down to 7. So there you have it. That is the entire collection. Let me know what you think. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, let me know what you thought about this collection. And what's your favorite? What are you looking forward to? What's the one item you wish you could bid on when it goes up for auction on Whatnot? Because like I said, probably 95% of the items here will be going up for auction. But with that being said, it's time for me to go sort through this stuff so I can start listing it. And so you can start buying it. And so together we can help you complete your collection.